Hi, hello, and welcome to this video. And I myself Shekaran, and then I'm just thanked to the Ict Academy for conducting this event as a Youth Talk 2025. At that, in my speech, I take it as an title as a single word can change the world. I'm just taking my word isn't failures. I'm just make that I'm get enough failures. How to overcome like that? I'm just take it as a real time own example for that. I'm in a I'm at present I'm just studying it as a final year student. When I'm in a first year, I'm just going to the presentation. At that time, I don't know about how to make a presentation, how to make a speech, and then at that time, even though I can't able to make a speech on the stage, that was my first presentation. At that time, I am just to make a present with my friend, and the event was conducted in the Coimbatore, some other colleges. For that, I am just collecting my friend, and then I am just going to that event, and then at that time, I am just present my project. At that time, I am just to spend a little bit of time to make that project, and then make it as a presentation, and then make a speech on that. At that time, I am just using the PPT to explain about my project. At that time, I don't have much knowledge. For that, I am just to make it as an which are all the displayed in the text. I am just to make it to read on it. At that time, one of the judges asked me to ask that are the words I can also easy to understand, and then I can able to easy to read. But what is your presentation? You are just copying that. You are just reading the presentation which will be in the slides. I want more, and then if you are making like this, you can just conclude like that. At the time, I'm just concluded with that, and then get back, and then I'm just to get into the depression. What is that means? I don't have many much knowledge. I'm just get enter into the presentation means this is like me. At the time in my life, I am going to make it as an important one, and then take it as in my project, and then get into the presentation. And then that time, I in my real time, I'm just to make it as a real time problem. At that time, I don't get into the depression, or that I'm just to make it as a self motivated for me. For that, I'm just to take it as an example of others, how they present, okay, and then how their English, how they wants to convey their data, and then how they present their ideas, how the ideas is valuable or not, in the point of view, how they make it as their drawbacks, how they make it as an advantage. I just collect the information about the all other participants, and then get the data, and then make a data accurate for me. And then I'm just practicing more than the enough of my time. And then I'm just getting into the YouTube to make everyone's knowledge who all are using artisan. And then I'm just daily practicing on it, working on it. I'm just to concentrate on my projects and then PPTs. And then at my second years, I'm just to get into my presentation. At that time, I won second prizes in the paper presentation. And then I'm just thinking of that, if I get failures and then get depressed on it, and then I'm just fear about that, and then that fear has overcome on the second presentation. And on my first presentation, if I get fear, and then I might in my presentation, I don't want to get back into that. Like that, if I thinking means, it will also help me to demotivate for me, and then it will not be, I'm just not enter into the any presentation. I'm just saying a one word, if you get failures on it, you must be able to read on it, get back on it. Every single failure can change your world, because if failure is not an failures, if you are get back into the failures, it will be always succeed to you. And then I'm just concluded with the sentences. Wear your failure as a badge of honor, which was said by Sundar Pichai, who is the Google CEO. For that, I'm just take it as in real time. I'm just make my mistake as a badge of honor, and then I used it to rectify it, and then I'm just make a fear. I'm just encloses all the fears, and then winning lots of presentations, and then I'm just working on a lots of presentation works. I'm just concluded with that, make your failures as a badge of honor, that failures make you to keep success on it. Don't get demotivated with the failures, because if you are get more demotivated with your failures, the success will not come at any situations. Make a failures, and then make note of it, which will the drawback of your failures, use you to rectify it, and then get success on it. And then I'm just thanks to ICT Academy for the Youth Talk 2025, and then Jai Hind.